Yes. He was, when he was young, what is in the past and future is a mystery, you don't know. So in the past, when he was very young, he had got drunk and he had got in fight with a youngster. And the result, what happened, changed the entire path of his life. If not for his past incidents, he would have continued to live in that village, carried on work with his forefathers, namely tilling the land, marrying, ripening in his cornfield and ancestral home. But now he had to live village, stealthily, quietly, without anyone knowing. Stealth. Stealth is actually it's a aircraft. It's a war aircraft, which radars can cross. It goes quietly. It will go zoom in and go bombing and come back. And take up the profession of an astrologer, which he least intended to do in a faraway village. So this is what happens. My history and my future is a mystery. Present is what I am doing. Social satire, what are the incidents actually happened in the past and how it affected the lives henceforth on the present, and what's going to happen in the future, we don't know. Astrology as a profession he took. He's showing, the author R.K. Narayan is trying to show people, is trying to open our eyes that what has the science of astrology, how it has been misused by these con men in the society, thereby creating distrust in the people about astrology and astrologers. Did any astrologer say that pandemic is coming? So many astrologers in the market. So many babas are there. Everyone are not real. They are called con men. It is being misused. The science of astrology is being misused. Though here R.K. Narayan is using a comment on the astrologer's crafty way of carrying out his profession, and these gullible people, Baba, who came to him for solutions and finding respite, but he had never changed. But he's never been judgmental, or undermined astrology as a profession. He never took it as a profession. He was trying to survive. Misusing that trade, that was the most easy trade. People you don't need a house, people will give you help, people will give you food, people will tell you to stay, you go and sleep in the temple, you become a Baba. Then you have these few helpers with you, and then slowly, then you will be on YouTube. No investment, no tax, no GST. Misusing. What is the illustration? He was as much as a stranger to the stars. He never knew anything about the stars, as were his innocent customers also. Yet he said things which pleased and astonished everyone. That was a more matter of study instead of the stars. His practice and shrewd guesswork, about people. But all the same, it was as much as honest man's labor as any other. He's not stealing anything. Honestly, he's telling them, and they are happy with it. So when they're happy, they're paying for it. And he deserved the wages he carried home at the end of the day. Right? What makes the story impressive is the interesting plot. Element of that suspense, logical climax, figurative language, importance of these small details, and underlying meaning behind the story. These elements have been artistically interwoven in the story by this Mr. R.K. Narayan, making it an interesting read for everybody. Got my point? He describes the way in which the astrologer's appearance and equipment lend him a quasi-supernatural presence. Although the author leaves no room for doubt that the astrologer is indeed a fraud person, the description of him is so compelling that it's easy to see how people would be fooled into regarding him as more than a mere man, more than a normal man. All the vendors are in the practice of overselling their own value. Everyone is trying to sell everything. Both the cloth vendor and the food seller create the illusion of luxury, while the astrologer creates the illusion of wisdom and power, catering to a poor demographic. Each vendor exploits the desire for the trapping of their for the trappings of a more privileged life. It's the contrast of the astrologer representing an ancient tradition, which the town hall park representing modern impression. The poor, arguably, it's a poor lighting of twofold path. It both enhances, it's a mysticism and a help, and it helps conceal, the fact that he's not actually a true astrologer. Despite this, Mr. R.K. Narayan sympathizes him, noting the ways in which he acts as a therapist, listening to the problems of his customer and offering advice that may soothe them for a time. That means it can soothe, means it will calm them down for a time. They'll be happy and they're going to pay him the money. At the end of the day, my job is done. I'm going home to my wife. I have to eat food. I have to survive. Survival of the fittest. Though it is later revealed that the astrologer fled after attempting a murder, this foreshadow of it is dismissive, reflecting his own current feelings towards the situation. He seems to blame his departure on fate. Yet, he left the only honest life he could have lived. That was his family, back home. But this was not dishonest as well. He is not stealing anything. Although the astrologer has no ancient wisdom, he does not need it also. The problems of mankind, of you and me, are same and as they have always been. There is nothing different. If any building is also coming up today, that building must have been, that idea of that building must have been thousand years ago when building started. Tall buildings we have, there was this great bath and this towers in also the Mohenjo-daro, Harappa. Why not now? But it's in a much more upgraded way. So, problems of mankind, of human beings, are the same as they always have been. Perhaps the astrologer's customers do not actually need an astrologer at all. Actually, we don't need an astrologer. Please see my hand, what is going to happen? Do your work every day. Work hard. Whatever is happening happens for a reason. Try to accept our faults. Everything will be fine. Look for peace. First, be peaceful yourself. Then you will get peace. But just listening to people, and a soothing voice to calm their nerves, that helps people pay for it. But recognizing the desire of this illusion of control and significance, actually, this astrologer manipulates his customer to their mutual benefit. What is the benefit? Money. With the fading of the light, the evening is coming in. The astrologer has successfully upheld his ruse. R-U-S-E. Ruse for another day. Yet, under the cover of darkness, he is perhaps now bolder than he ought to be. Ruse is what? The action, a trick to intended to deceive someone. That's what he does the whole day. Right? The fading light is coming in, he's wrapping up, upheld his ruse for another day. Means again he has done his job, he's deceived people and got his money, got done. Yet under the cover of darkness, he perhaps now, he's become more bolder, he becomes more confident. Success, progress. He's progressing every day by day. Today one customer, tomorrow two customers, the third day three customers. So he's progressing. Success is coming to him, he's becoming more, he's becoming more confident. I'll be able to do this job. It is the astrologer's greed which brings him to an encounter that almost costs him both his false identity and his life. He becomes greedy. He was wrapping up, but he becomes greedy. That the stranger blots out the light is significant. Giving the light throughout the story has signified the illusion of this cosmic wisdom. The blocking of the light, the person is not able to see his face, he is in that Baba's attire. Light aligns with the stranger's skepticism. Again that greed comes in. He is thinking, this guy is asking me a lot of questions. Let me say, I am going to, you have to pay me this, you have to pay me. He is greed. But actually the astrologer's authenticity and is not being shown. Skeptical, it's not being shown. This person is not able to recognize him. But when he lights his churut, he gets to, oh my God, this is the guy who had tried to kill. I had thrown him and I thought he's dead. But if he hadn't put up his stakes, the money rates, if he wouldn't have put it high, it's possible that the stranger later, who was revealed as Guru Naya, a man the astrologer who thought he had killed, would have let him leave. But his self-interested has trapped him. That greed, And this Guru Nayak also wants to know more. The fear now feels in the part of his own safety, but also the prospect of shedding his false identity and facing his past as well as his guilt at the same time. He has to save himself now. So this astrology is going to help him. Now there was an opportunity for this person to take responsibility for his crimes which he had done and be an honest man. But he never. If he would have stayed back and accepted, yes, I have pushed him, then they would have come to know, okay, pushed him, he would have gone to the jail for a few days, but again they would have come to know that this man is living, so he would have come out. Honesty. But he never appeared to consider, he ran away. Instead, he goes on the opposite route, using his own experience to craft more convincing lies to this customer. Guru Nayak. Now Guru Nayak is exposing him. He is trying to give him questions after question. You tell me this or I am going to take all the money which you have. Answer my questions. Alas, the astrologer misses the chance to live with this sincerity. Now he uses his past connection with Guru Nayak to permanently put to death his true identity. Okay. Then astrologer can never live it up to what he had done. Now he is trying to put Guru Nanak totally away from his life. They were friends. He was not a stranger when the astrologer tried to murder him, making the astrology a fairly villainous character. Behind rejecting his chance of confession, he rejected everything. And he tells him what? You please stop this search. That person has died under a truck. So don't look for him anymore and never come down to the south. Okay, the lights are slowly going down in the marketplace. Astrologer's potential is going down. Now, this could be summarized also here. His wife's response to the money confirms that their family is quite poor. But he had given him less money. The wife is waiting at the home for this money and he is not coming in. Okay. The astrologer is also quite petty for a holy man, cursing Guru Nayak that his large sum of money wasn't large enough, rather being thankful for escaping with his life. When the astrologer reveals his past crime, his wife is shocked, but he does not seem to understand the severity of what he has done. He is satisfied merely that in the fact that he is not a true murderer. And he goes to sleep thoroughly. False and hypocritical man, he has destroyed any opportunity for an honest, authentic life. He doesn't care anymore. The man is alive, I am not a murderer, that's all. This is the explanation from my side. I hope it was of some use, and this is the story. And best of luck, see you soon. Do the question answers for homework.